Well, hello everyone. We're excited to be back again this week. We have some exciting guests for you today. Our main speaker that we have joining us today, Pavan Agarwal from SunWest Mortgage, as well as Angel AI. So, if you don't know a little bit about Pavan, he is a leader in the mortgage industry and finance, and he is at the very forefront of AI in the mortgage and real estate industry. So we're excited to have him. We also have David and Jennifer joining us today. And so you're in for an exciting topic. We're gonna talk. Industry's changing. We have a president that has some ambitious goals, and how is that going to affect our industry? How's that going to affect your individual business? And how are you going to adjust? So, Pavan, thank you for being here, and I'm going to turn it over to you.
Hey, everybody. Coming at you live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I just got here a few hours ago. And hey, man, the industry is changing so fast. Um, our president just said that no more big corporations buying up real estate. And what does that mean to you? And then the second question is, what the heck am I doing in Saudi Arabia? And as you know, that there was a big announcement, a deal done with I forget how many billions of dollars of Saudi commitment to invest in America, and that's also good news for you because what we're doing here is I was invited by the Public Investment Fund, which is the largest, which is basically the Saudi money. They invited me to their exclusive conference they have once a year. And they want to partner with us to find more ways to invest in the US market. And that means a bunch of new products coming at you, a bunch of new financing products coming at you. So, a lot going on. So, let's get this started. And let's talk about what this means with President Trump saying, hey, BlackRock and other big aggregators of single family homes, hey, you cannot buy these homes anymore and leave some for the rest of us. Okay. So, Jenny, you want to go on the next slide? All right. So, yeah, so we already talked about this and what the good news for all of us and especially all the realtors that are watching is that means there's a lot more inventory now that is available to purchase for your investors. So this only is, the executive order excluded the big mega funds, but it means there's a huge, massive opening for the small investors and people trying to build their portfolio. So this is a great opportunity here. And to tap into that opportunity, you need the products that makes it easy, the financing product that makes it easy for the small investor to jump in and acquire property. Remember the big difference, what's the difference between BlackRock and the small investor? The difference is access to financing. BlackRock can get billions and hundreds of billions of dollars of financing to buy up real estate. Let's get that same access to financing to the small investors and let's level the playing field. And that's what AI does. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, so yeah, we already talked about this. Market has shifted, and and uh, you know, let's go to the next slide. So with the market opening up to you, and you need liquidity to acquire these properties. Now and we do expect a softening in home prices, and certain markets are going to be hit a little harder than other markets. But that's the good news because that's going to bring the affordability index down. That's going to increase your rental your cap rates and your rental returns. Okay, and that all factors into having financing at low interest rates and low coupons and flexible financing so that you can manage those opportunities. Okay, what's the next slide? Okay, So we're gonna talk a little bit about the different tools that we have with Angel AI that you can use to now tap into the market, to tap into your client base, so that you can sell these new investment products into. But before we talk about those tools, let's Jen, if you could talk a little bit about what those products are and how we have provided access, liquidity to new investors so they can buy up the market, that the void that BlackRock has left behind.
Can you hear me
Uh,
okay?
yes, yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Okay. So yes, there are a few unique products that, with the help of Angel AI, Sunwest is able to offer to all customers, which is like the HELOC DSCR, the HELOC first lien products, and the HELOC.
Last few. Can't hear you, Jen.
Yeah. So,
Jen?
can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have launched HELOC DSCR product for 1 to 4 units and 5 to 8 units to additionally help the consumers. So the 1 to 4 unit HELOC DSCR product essentially combines the HELOC feature with no prepayment penalty. That's what today's high cash flow customers who are going to replace these BlackRock organizations and everything. There's no minimum DSCR, going to the max of $3 million in loan amount, and it's available nationwide, Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands. And on a similar note, we have just recently expanded that 1 to 4 unit product on a HELOC DSCR to 5 to 8 unit product. And again, with no prepayment penalties. It's a product that usually the consumers would go to credit unions for short-term loans or for balloon payments. Now you can actually have a 30-year amortization on it, minimum loan amount of 300,000, going all the way up to 2.5 million max loan amount. And industry usually limits this to 70% LTV. We expanded it to 75 on the 5 to 8 units. Again, it's also available nationwide, including Puerto Rico. And of course, our third product that we have is the primary and the second home and the investment full doc HELOC. We additionally, expanded it to allow all doc, like your bank statements or 1099. And of course, it allows asset depletion. Maximum DTI 50%. We know, in today's environment, the banks usually limit it to 43. And when you seek such kind of HELOC, you go to, an FDIC bank where you might be needed to have deposits or have a limitation on the loan amount, which is usually $500,000. That's what you notice. But with this product, you go all the way up to $3 million. Non-permanent residents are allowed. First-time home buyers are okay. And the good thing is, I mean, these HELOC products are not just cash outs. You could use them for a purchase, or you have an existing HELOC, do a rate and term refinance on it. And our full doc product is available nationwide, including Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands, except for Texas.
Now, if you guys don't mind me chiming in a little bit, for those that don't know, and it's been around quite a few years, but there's still I still come across professionals, both in the mortgage industry and the real estate industry, that don't really have a grasp on what a DSCR program is. Can you give us sort of the 30,000 foot view of what it is, and in just a couple seconds of what it is and how it benefits us?
Yeah, so I own a lot of real estate myself. And what I love about this product is that I'm now able to offer to you the same lending and almost at the same rates that I borrow at, that I previously I was borrowing at from my real estate portfolio. So when you borrow for your real estate, for investment real estate portfolio, you are qualified strictly on cash flow. It's a commercial loan. Okay, so that means you're qualified on your cap rate on your rental cash flows, and based on that, we just got to make sure your mortgage payment is below your cash flows. That means you make more money than your mortgage payment. It's pretty simple idea, right? That you want to collect more rent than your mortgage payment, and then you can service the debt basically forever. And
So,
that's
so
what
you're not,
DSCR stands for.
sorry. So you're not, we don't have to be concerned with what their current job is, what their current income is. We're qualifying them directly off of the rental income coming in. So it's
Exactly.
all about that cash flow.
That's right. We treat each property as its own little business, and the business has to stand on its own. So the cash flow of the business. So it doesn't matter where you're working and what you're doing, what you filed, job-related expenses or whatever that you may have, because this is the business onto itself, right? And so if you have 5 properties, there's 5 little businesses, and we qualify each business independently. Okay, and so you're able to scale, and you're able to scale really fast because you could use this money up to 70. Think about it, $2.5 million up to 75% loan to value, and there's no restriction how you use that money. So you can take, so you use it as a working capital line of credit. You take the money out, and you could use it to buy another property or do repairs or rehab. Add an ADU. That's a very common use that we see of this product. Is someone bought a single family, and they take $100,000-$200,000 out, add an ADU, and now suddenly their rent is doubling. Okay, so it's just a great opportunity here that you don't want to miss. And as a real estate agent, if I'm a real estate agent and I'm looking at my portfolio, I'm going to say my portfolio of customers, I'm going to go back to them and say, hey, here's a great way for you to buy this property and these properties and increase the returns and increase your income. Okay, so you now have another tool to solicit your client base with, and something that's really of significant value to them, because like I myself, I mean, we've added a dozen plus ADUs to the real estate that I own throughout California, and it's just the best trade ever. You spend $150,000 and you get another $1,500 a month in rent. The returns are phenomenal.
I think that's another point is I work with a lot of different lenders, and many of them offer the DSCRs, but they're not in the form of a HELOC. And so having that HELOC, that's going to allow opportunities for you to invest further down the road, simplifying everything as well. So
exactly. And the other thing that we see is a lot of investors who have a lot of real estate. They also have some business, whether they own a gas station or some other business that they have. They're businessmen all around, right? Business people from many dimensional business people, and so they have a lot of money locked up, a lot of equity locked up in their investment portfolio. So now they can take that money, they can use the HELOC to draw it out of there and fund, and becomes a working line of capital for their other business, whatever that may be, right? So this is a tremendous opportunity, and there's no prepayment penalty, because a lot of other DSCR products you see out there, the rates are about the same, but they have a prepayment penalty. Okay, and so that means you're locked in. But you take the money out and you have to spend it. This way, you take the money out, spend it, pay it back down when you don't need it.
Okay, great. I hope that helped everybody that maybe wasn't familiar with that. Now, Albert has a question. Is it 100% or higher?
Oh, I think Albert is talking about the debt coverage ratio.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So, David, you want to talk about that, or Jen? David, Jen, your mic's not working. I think we lost their mics.
Well, you've got to love technology, Pavan. Do you want to explain that for real quick? You maybe want me to tackle it?
Yeah. So let me first talk about what that means. So debt coverage ratio means you just simply take your rent collections every month. So let's say you're collecting, you have a home that you're collecting $3,000 a month in rent. Okay, and if your mortgage payment, principal, interest, tax, insurance is also $3,000 a month, Okay, so 3,000 divided by 3,000 is 100%. Okay, so that's what 100% means. So I offhand I don't remember the guidelines. I need David for this, where our coverage ratio is, and I know we go down pretty low depending on LTV as well. Okay, I know we can go below 1 depending on LTV.
Yeah,
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Jennifer
I'm here.
Yeah.
over there, that she chimed in and said on the HELOC DSCR, there is no minimum.
Correct.
So now 5 units, it's a 1%. So
Yes.
Okay.
Can you
So
hear
it's
me?
100%. Yes, we can hear you.
100%.
So it's
Oh, okay, perfect.
There
So
we
yeah,
go.
it's 100%. Go ahead, Jen.
yeah. So on the HELOC DSCR, which we use up to 4 units, there is no minimum DSCR coverage ratio. So it goes based on whatever your rent versus your payment is, right? But when it comes to the 5 to 8 units, we go down to up to 1%, which is 100%.
Okay. Super. Is there a FICO minimum, Jennifer?
Yes, it's 680.
Okay. All right. And is there a personal guarantee on these loans?
There is a personal guarantee on these loans. Yes.
Okay. So what that means is that even though the loan's made to your corporation that owns your rental properties, you're still personally liable to make sure that the payments are made.
Correct. So you
So
could
can
close
they
these. Go
so
ahead.
can they take these out in their own personal name, or do they have to go through an LLC or a corporation?
They could do either way. They could do it in
Okay.
their personal name. They could do it in their LLC. Either which way. So when they do it through their LLC, that is when a personal guarantee will be required.
Personally, as a real estate investor myself, I always put my my properties in an LLC so that in case there's a tenant suit or something, I'm not pulling myself into a personal liability in that business. It's just good practice. I strongly recommend anybody listening. If you're not sure why you should go through the trouble of putting it through an LLC, number one reason is you want to keep it bankruptcy remote.
Well, great. I hope that helps. And Jennifer, if you're, I guess we can move on.
Yes. Okay. So so now all of you realtors are listening and watching this and like, okay, this is great. What a great product. We got this huge opportunity because biggest buyers of investment properties just left the market. Okay. Now you have a database of potential investors. Now you got to go solicit those people, and you're like, okay, this is going to be a lot of work. How do I do that? Well, we have that answer for you as well, because Angel AI gives you the free tools so you can start soliciting those your customer base, and so it will actually make the outbound calling for you. Okay, let me repeat that. Angel AI will do the outbound calling for you with your custom script and with your personalized voicemail in your voice being left to your customers and your callback number. So, and all of that for the incredibly great price of free. Right? We don't charge anything for this because we want to. Number one, we want to win over your loyalty and confidence, and eventually your business. Because if you use our tech product and you love our tech product, you're gonna love to do business with us and hopefully finance the DSCR or any other transaction through our financing partnership. But there's absolutely no requirement for you to do that. Okay, and we have the capital base to be able to offer such very expensive and high quality technology. We have the capital base to do that. We have assets of over $119 billion backing the company, and that asset base not only gives us the freedom and flexibility to offer you all these great tools for the fantastic price of zero, okay, but it's also the backing of the warranty that we give. So when Angel AI tells you that, hey, this product this customer qualifies for this particular DSCR loan, or or bank statement program, or even an FHA or a conventional program, and Angel AI gives you that qualification that comes with a warranty. And that warranty means that we're going to honor whatever the AI says. So we're the only AI company in the universe that actually honors everything that the AI says. Okay, so that's the power of that warranty, and there's real assets behind that warranty.
Oh, sorry, guys. I had myself muted. Quick question on that. So are they able to go in, input a scenario? You know, they meet with the customer over the weekend, an investor, they're out, they want to go shopping. They're not really sure what's available. Can they put in a scenario into Angel AI and it's going to give them results of what they're able to accomplish?
Yeah, exactly. You could go into Angel AI right now. Just go to angelai.com. You can go in there and start putting in scenarios, asking her questions. You can give her a detailed scenario or a broad scenario, and she'll give you an answer, and you'll see a little check mark at the bottom of the answer. That you see a shield at the bottom of the answer, and when you see that shield, that means it's warranted. That means we're going to honor that, and we will close the loan if you submit the loan to us. If you said, Angel, go ahead and complete this transaction, we're going to honor that. We're going to honor that all the way to closing. Okay, they're the only AI in the world, basically the only lender in the world that has the ability to do this. Okay, so yeah, and those of you who are not using AI and you're working with a traditional loan officer who has no AI, you know that the bank that the loan officer works for will never back whatever the loan officer says. But in this case, we back we back every decision Angel AI makes and gives you.
This is why at the beginning of this, I said that Pavan was at the forefront of this. This is what is going to be the norm going into the future for our industry.
Yeah.
And so now is the time to learn how to use these things. Don't be late to the party. Already jump on board. So Pavan, do they have to register? Is there a registration steps, or can they just jump on and use it like a browser?
You can literally just jump on, use it inside your browser. We do recommend you download the app. If you go to Play Store or App Store and you just search for Angel AI and download the app, it runs a lot smoother with the app and you get a lot more features. But you just run inside your browser and you just start talking to her. She's not going to interrupt you and force you to register, at least not until you start getting into things that require personal information. Then she'll ask you to create an account. But she'll let her guide you. She'll tell you when it's time to create an account, and she'll ask you for your email and your phone number, and your account is created.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yeah, and it's I think you made a good point about this is the way things are headed. And there was a study that was done last year that showed that surveyed consumers, and it showed that consumers trust AI at 75%, and it's rising. Okay, and consumers' trust in bankers is below Congress. It's only at 19% and falling. Okay, so if you don't have an AI presence, right, is you're going to be losing customers, right? So not only do we give you the AI front end, the AI presence to the customers, but we give you an AI with a warranty, and we give you the tools so you can drive customers to your business. Okay, so let's go into some of the other tools that we have. Uncertainty, right? And uncertainty kills deals. And we just talked about that, right? With when you have the warranty and you have the when Angel AI issues you the approval and issues the approval right up front, right? She asks you the questions, you give her the information, she gives the approval immediately up front, and we stand behind that approval, and you don't have to worry about that approval going away. Okay, so and that removes the stress out of the transactions, and again, your customer base already trusts the AI more than anything else right now in their life. So let's give them an AI that delivers on that trust. Okay, what's next? Transaction inefficiencies cost $9 billion a year to the real estate industry. Okay, and we can solve that problem for you. One of the great tools in Angel AI is a free transaction coordinator for you. So for real estate agents, the free transaction coordinator. Okay, Jen, can you talk about some of the capabilities that the transaction coordinator AI does?
Yes. So the transaction coordinator AI is able to create um, this purchase contracts. We have rolled it out for about 5 states already, and we're in the process of rolling out for other states as well. So all you need to do is just give her the information that you need filled in, typically that you would give to fill in a purchase contract, and just answer a series of questions, and she will generate all state-specific documents that you need to submit your purchase contract when you have the contract ready to go. And other things that she can also help you with is if you need any documents to be signed by your buyers, or if you are a seller's agent, or you're representing both of them, we also offer like a feature called Angel Sign, where you don't have to pay anything. It's all actually free because of the assets that it's backed by. So you'll be able to use that e-sign feature to send any documents via Angel AI as well. So those are some of the commonly used features. And also, as I showed a little bit earlier, if you are representing a seller or you have a listing that you want to put up, there's also a property listing feature that Angel AI is able to offer. And that gives you a lot of SEO strength. So whenever someone is looking for that property, that is the listing that's going to come up. And further ahead, you could actually create your own landing pages from within Angel AI. So when you do that and you have a listing, you can link the two so that anybody and everybody who's connecting and going into your listing will be able to communicate with you directly on Angel AI through your listing itself. And there's one more additional, a super cool feature that everybody wants to have now is your digital twin. With Angel AI, the most commonly used feature that everybody can't wait to have is your own digital twin. So I know you can't be in every place that you want to be. So with Angel AI, you can create your own digital twin, which will sound exactly like you. And you can use that in your listing sites to highlight the features of your listing. And you can use that to introduce yourself, create a marketing sections within your social media posts. And you can do a lot of things with your digital twins. And you go to Angel AI, create a twin for yourself, and you can create some marketing um, sections or marketing videos and post it on your social media that'll direct them to their listings, direct them to your uh, websites, anything and everything that you want to achieve using marketing, because social media presence is the most important feature in today's market that anybody needs to have. If you don't have a social media presence, then people are not able to see you, people are not able to reach out to you. So this is why Angel AI is like a one-stop shop for you to provide a lot of features that you all need to be successful in 2026 as a real estate agent, as a listing agent, as and provide the best service to your customers. And top of all that, do all of this at the comfort of your sofa in your home. So you have time for your family and at the same time be able to 10x your business that you're working on.
Yeah,
Bruce
and so
has
just to clarify,
Bruce has a quick question I just want to chime in on. Is this available? Do you offer the transactions nationwide?
The transaction coordinator feature, which helps with generating purchase contracts, is only available in 5 states right now, but the rest of it is
what are
available in
those five
all the
states?
states: California, Texas, Florida, Arizona, and Nevada.
Okay.
We are working on the remaining 45 states, and there will be all of them will be ready later this year.
Yes, and there is a question saying, do we originate nationwide? We do originate nationwide. It's just that the HELOC DSCR program, the 5 to 8 unit, and the regular DSCR is not available in the state of Texas because of Texas A6 laws.
Texas Constitution. I love Texas. Right. So I do want to clarify one thing Jennifer said is all of those products, your twin, your listing landing pages, your custom landing pages, and also the AI generates custom websites for you. You just give it information in the form of a PowerPoint, and it'll generate a website, completely private label branded website for you. Right? All of these things are available today. This isn't something that is in the works. It's available today. We have a lot of realtors using it, a lot of mortgage people using it. It does an impressive job of getting you at the top of the rank on Google. And also the twin, your AI twin is trained on your data. So part of what you get with the twin is a twin vault. And the twin vault is your personal data and it's stored in your own personal vault. Okay. And so we don't own that. It's yours. So you basically with your twin, you have your own personal AI. It's like your own Iron Man Jarvis that knows everything about you and you control that. And when I say it knows everything about you, it means whatever you feed it. And it gets all the information about you from your social media. First thing it does is scrape your social media. It gets all the information about you. So that way, when your customer is talking to your twin, your twin is speaking intelligently. It knows, whatever social media knows about you, it knows, so it can answer intelligently about what's going on with your business and even personal questions. It'll be able to answer, assuming that it has that information.
Yeah, if you don't mind, Pavan, I'm going to chime in on that and give a personal testimony with the AI twins. I have been working doing this for a few months now, and I know, I felt some people shudder and hit their heads because they start thinking about AI calling their customers. It's amazing. I've closed multiple transactions because of these AI calls, and mine are, they're not as personalized as what you are able to do here. And so, I mean, it's strange. It scares people. Is it like a robocall? It's not. It's something that is new, exciting, and it works. I testify to it.
Yeah, actually, we take it one step further. I know what you're talking about there, Nathan, but we take it one step further that these twins are inbound is when your customer, one of the things we say is when your twin is talking to your customer, it starts out by saying, "Hi, I'm Pavan, and I'm Pavan's twin," right? AI twin. So you never want to try to deceive the customer into thinking it's the real you. So that's number one. And number two, we set it up so that it's inbound, so that inbound the customer sees it's your twin, knows it's your twin, and has a lot of fun with it. So it creates a lot of engagement. But the way we set up our outbound calling, because we offer this free outbound calling, service, and we actually do that with real people, real bilingual people. We have a massive call center in Puerto Rico, and yes, AI outbound calling works really well, but there's still nothing better than a human outbound calling, and your clients are just way too important, and that's why we offer the service the way we do. So we're really spending a lot of energy and money and time in investing in this partnership with you. We put our best foot forward. We offer you all these great high value services at no cost, so that we can build a long-term relationship.
And all of this goes back to what we were talking about early on, and institutional investors. These are the tools that are going to allow you to compete with these multi-unit properties, neighborhoods that are being sold off because of the changing way that these institutional investors are going to have to do things. These are the tools that are going to enable you to compete on a mass basis and be able to compete in your marketplace specifically.
Exactly. And if you're paying $10-15 an hour to virtual assistants, they're helping you stay on top of your leads and your contacts. That's money out the door. Those virtual assistants can be doing something far more higher in the value chain, and let Angel AI do it for you. What do we got next?
We're almost to the end of our presentation. This basically is going to tell them what actions they can take next. Go to Angel AI
Okay.
and you can actually set up a workshop. A human will actually walk you through all the features that we have talked about and more, um, at at whatever time you pick. So you'll be able to go to Angel AI and ask her for a workshop, and you can start your lead prospecting campaign immediately or learn all the features that she has for you.
Yeah. So Jen, can you bring up Angel AI, the web page on your screen?
Sure.
Let's give a quick little preview into how this works.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna pull this up really quick. Uh,
While she's looking that up, if you don't mind, Cindy has a very good question, and this goes back to the DSCR. We have quite a few questions, so once we're done, we'll go through a few more of these questions. But this one, Cindy asks, "What's the minimum down payment for the DSCR loans?" I know this was mentioned, but it's not always black and white, is it?
Yeah, it's 75% LTV is the max, so 25% down. And I think isn't there some LTV hits, David, for a credit score?
Yeah,
So
there are, and just to put it in perspective, if you're a mortgage broker and you're doing a HELOC DSCR 1 to 4 units, have one DSCR, 740 credit score, doing a 75% loan to value, you're looking at a rate of around 8.5%, which is a combination of the 10-year CMT index, which primarily tracks the mortgage rates, plus about 4% of or 4.25% of the margin.
right.
And the product has absolutely taken off. I mean, we are seeing investors who have primarily good cash flows and have properties on Airbnb, for example. They're making really good use of this product. Now, if it's a short term or rental like Airbnb, there is a reduction of 5% on the loan to value, but otherwise you're able to go all the way up to 75%.
Now,
Okay, so
the coverage ratio will affect that as well, correct?
So the coverage ratio on the 1 to 4 units, we don't have any minimum DSCR. So let's say you're trying to do you own a property where you're only earning $4,000 rent, and the mortgage payments comes out to $8,000, and it's a 50% 50.5 DSCR. We do have a product for that, and what it does require, instead of 6 months, it will require 12 months of reserves, to show $50,000 in the bank account. So that's the advantage. You don't have to, you don't, this is the advantage against the regular DSCRs. I mean, the industry has limited it to 0.5. We'll go down to even 0.25, 0.1 DSCR.
Yeah, that's a significant difference of what you're going to see in most market with most lenders out there.
yeah, and we also offer the HELOC product for regular bank statement and full doc as well, correct? It doesn't have to be DSCR, right, David?
That is correct.
Okay.
So if you have an investment property, for example, of course, this full doc product is available on primary, second home, and investment. So now, if you have an investment property, you don't want to go the DSCR route, go this route and get some better rates for your customer. And again, we go all the way up to 50% DTI, which is not heard of. Usually, everybody limits HELOCs out to 43%.
Yeah, so you can go all the way up to 50% DTI on a full doc version, get lower rates, right? and it's HELOC, so that means that rates are is adjustable. But I think everyone can, the general consensus right now is that rates are going to be falling over the next 12 months. So as rates fall, right, obviously, no one knows which way rates are going to go, but I think the overall industry consensus is rates are falling. So as an adjustable rate product, as rates fall, your interest rate is falling. So you don't have to spend time and money and refinancing again and again. So this is the right time. If you're going to get into a HELOC and an adjustable rate product, this is the right time to do it. You're getting in at the top of the market now.
Absolutely. And if you're looking around, for HELOCs, or you have clients that are looking for HELOCs, keep in mind a lot of lenders out there, a lot of your credit unions, they're offering fixed rate lines of credit. And this plays right into what Pavan said, is we're in an environment where HELOC rates or adjustable rates are going to be decreasing. Well, why would they want to give you a fixed rate in an environment like that? Well, they don't want those rates decreasing and decreasing their profits. So keep that in mind.
Right. All right. So this is the app. Jennifer has it. This is how it looks on your desktop. Jen, can you explain what's happening here?
Yes. So right now, we were all talking about that you could go and ask her scenario questions and things like that. So I just went and asked her, tell me about your HELOC DSCR program, and she was able to give me an answers. And you can also ask her specific scenario questions, and you'll see that. I mean, these are some I ran a couple of days ago when clients come to me and ask me about scenarios. I just go there and ask her various scenario questions, and you can see she'll be able to give you all the scenario questions. And you will see that it also comes with a shield here. This is what Pavan was talking about earlier, which means it's a warranted response, which means when you submit that loan, then no matter what Angel AI said, we're going to take it. She's always, always, always is right. And then there's something, the way you go and access other apps is, I'm going to just go here really quick. And if you click on this apps button to your left hand side, you will see all the apps that are available for you, either as a real estate agent or a real estate broker. It doesn't matter. You can look for
Can you do that one
everything
more time, Jen? That
available
went
for
really
you.
fast.
The apps.
Yeah. Can you show them how you click that button?
So you just go here, and on the left hand side, you see something called the apps. You click on it, and you will see that an app gallery comes up with all the apps here. You can
Okay.
use,
So yes, full feature set of everything you'd ever want as a real estate agent or as a mortgage broker, and many more apps are coming into this year. So your full
yeah,
financial life can be managed out of one app, one Angel AI, one AI.
yeah, we would probably need a separate session to go over all the apps here because there's a ton of it here. As we said, you can see the e-sign feature, which is the Angel sign. There's insurances that you can go with Angel Insurance, which is homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, and then you have your own digital wallet that you can set up. And this is where you go to register for a workshop, and you can do your calculators, and this is where you go to create your twin. And there's this events manager which you can use in order to set up your own events, and she'll be able to create the invitations. You can track who's attending, who you can create one with RSVP. You could do all of that with the event manager. And I don't know if we mentioned this, she speaks in a lot of languages.
Yeah,
And
over 100 languages. And
yes, go ahead, Papa.
yeah, and that's why I'm here in Saudi Arabia, because one of the languages she speaks is Arabic, and the banks in Saudi Arabia can't wait to implement Angel AI here. And we talked earlier about how the market is changing, and the reality is the market has already changed. Okay, and the feedback I get from Japan and from the Middle East is that consumers no longer, they don't want to call, they don't want to talk to a banker. They only want to chat, and they only want to talk to an AI. It's happening all over the world. This is a global phenomenon, and this is why we have such an incredible demand for this product. And if you don't think that that demand is in the U.S. also, you're neglecting the reality, right? The demand is everywhere. So it's if you're the first one out in your market to have the tools to deliver this level of interaction and quality, and the first one's out in your market with your own twin, and an intelligent twin that knows all about real estate, all about financing, and all about you at the same time, and can intelligently talk to your customers with or with your guidance and even without your guidance. Okay, this is what the future is. This is what customers today are asking for, especially the Gen Zs. They are demanding this type of technology.
Cindy had a question, since we're looking at this, the apps, what about help with marketing materials and that for some of these products that are available? Is there an app in here that can help with that type of stuff?
That's a
Uh,
great question. Go ahead,
yes.
Jen.
So if you create your landing page, when you create, yes, the short answer is yes. When you create your landing page with Angel AI, all the marketing materials for the products that SunWest offers is already available there for you, customized in your name as well.
Yeah, so basically it takes a few minutes to ask her to create your landing page. So you get a landing page and you get thousands of pamphlets, flyers, so forth, generated by the AI with your information on it and with all the product details on it and ready to go. And those are all connected and tied into your landing page. So all of that content gets fed into Google for increasing your rank on Google. And the best part about it is that everything that Angel AI generates for you, whether it's all the websites and content Angel AI generates, okay, belongs to you. So that means that, like, say your customer landing page would be angelai.com/Cindy. Okay, and that's yours. That's like your Gmail address. That goes with you wherever you go, whichever brokerage you're working for, whatever you're doing tomorrow, yeah, that will be with you forever. So that's a huge advantage by using a tool like this that you can rely on for the long run. This
Now,
is a
with
tool
these,
that no one can take away from you.
one thing with these flyers, different states have different requirements in that. Are they going to meet all the requirements as far as disclosure, those types of
Yes,
things?
yes, absolutely. When you set up your landing page, Angel is going to ask you those kinds of questions: is what states are you licensed in, what's your license numbers, and so forth. And then she's already trained on what all the state requirements are and generates the flyers accordingly.
Well, this is fantastic. We're almost out of time, and so Jennifer, did you have any more slides that we wanted to cover?
Can
No,
you start?
we were covered.
Can you start, Jen, from the Angel AI landing page so just people can get
Yeah.
right from the beginning orientation? There you
So
go.
this
So
is
when
the
you go to
landing page.
angelai.com, right, it's that simple. You just start here. When you don't know where to start, just go to angelai.com. And all the apps are listed there. And then on the input box, you can just type in your command right there.
Yeah.
For example, can you just go in there and just type in workshop there?
Yeah.
So if you want to schedule a workshop, just go in here and type workshop. And you go right into the app, and then she'll start the process. And she'll ask you when you want to have the workshop. And it's really simple. You just follow the prompts. And the beauty, because we're a tech company, that means we're all about you. You're the center of the attention. So you tell us when you want a workshop, and one of our pros will show up on what's convenient to you. And often when I talk to realtors and loan officers, is they get a little disoriented, like, well, what do you mean? I usually have to explain it 2 or 3 times. They're like, oh wait, you mean you come to me? I said, yes, we come to you. You tell us when and we arrive, just like Uber. Because people usually used to saying, okay, you have to attend the workshop at this time, or you have to attend the webinar at a particular time. But in this case, it's the opposite. We come to you. It's all, everything that we do here is on demand as you need it. Right. So you can see it's just a simple conversation back and forth. Right. You know, this kind of chat interface is the most universal way to communicate with your customer, because the most popular app on your phone is your messaging app. You know, other than the phone itself. The number one app on your phone is making phone calls. The second most popular app is either WhatsApp or iMessage. Anything dealing with messaging. So this is literally something that anyone can use from young to old. My mom, she's 85 years old, and the only two apps that she knows how to use on her phone is WhatsApp and Angel AI, because she knows how to use WhatsApp, so she knows how to use Angel AI. It's that simple.
You just go to angelai.com, and from there you can navigate anywhere you want.
Right. Yeah. And remember, the theme.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Theme is Ask Angel. Whatever's on your mind, ask her, and she will give you the answers. And you know, obviously, she's designed for finance and real estate, so ask her about finance and real estate. Yeah. If you ask her about stock tips, I don't think she's going to do too well on that. Or ask her to build a SpaceX rocket. That's not what she's built for. She's built for financing your home. She's built for helping realtors market and sell their homes.
Well, I hope this was beneficial to everybody. We've got just a couple minutes left, and we had quite a few questions come through that are sort of off the topic of this, but they're, I think, interesting, conversations for everybody. So, Pavan, with your expertise, if you don't mind, I want to ask you a few questions. Most of them are a little political, regarding some of the things that have been talked about out there. So if you don't mind, are you all right?
Yeah, of course.
Let's
have some fun.
Tell me, are you concerned about Fannie or the secondary markets? Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, certainly government loans. These are loans that still offer loan products to non-citizens or typically a permanent resident alien. As well as the more private loans. Are you concerned that the Trump administration may take action against those type of borrowers?
Well, I mean, politics is, you have to be concerned all the time. You never know what a politician's going to do. Whether you're for Trump or against Trump, I put all politicians in the same category. They serve themselves. And now I'm getting political. But at the end of the day, you have to look at the law. The beauty of America is the rule of law applies. And you have to look at the law and just make sure you're within the law. So if Fannie and Freddie say you can do an I-10 loan, do the I-10 loan because it's within the guidelines. And if HUD says you can do it, do it. If HUD says you can't do it, don't do it. Right? And that's how Angel AI is trained to be exactly to the guidelines that's issued by the agencies, and then that's your safe harbor.
And I think just to comment on that, this Angel AI is a tool that is going to be able to help you overcome any changes that happen in the industry. So as the industry changes, if you've been in it any amount of time, it always changes. Programs come, they go. Markets go up, markets go down. And so working with Angel AI and SunWest, you're going to be able to mitigate a lot of those changes. So, Pavan, another question. Tell me, and I want a personal opinion on this. What do you think about the 50-year mortgage that's been talked about?
What's the difference? 30 years, 50 years, from a consumer's perspective, that's your whole life, right? Most people, the median life of a mortgage is about 7 years. People are going to sell or refinance in 7 years anyways. So It's like basically an interest-only loan at the end of the day, a 50-year mortgage. So I don't think it changes the credit risk at all. I think it does increase duration for investors, and you'll probably get with the 50-year mortgage, you'll probably increase duration from 7-year to maybe 8 or 9 years, getting you closer to the 10-year treasury, right? And the biggest problem with the 50-year mortgage is investors who are buying those bonds really, it's a big unknown where the duration will actually land. They're not sure whether it's going to land, whether it's going to actually end up extending the duration. So what that means is it may not price optimally in the capital markets for a couple of years until there's a track record. So when people can really have an understanding of what the duration will be.
Okay, thank you. Talking about political, I've got a group of, it looks like high schoolers protesting, walking out of class, walking by my office. So if you heard some cheers and cussing, that was them. So I had to pop up and peek out the window to find out what it is. So, okay, this one's not a political one, but this is a note I put down that I didn't get a question to. We talked about using those home equity line of credit DCSRs as ways to manage your funds for a property. If you're going to use one of those products to purchase a property and turn it into put an ADU in it, unit in it, do you have a home improvement option for it so that you're using future value versus the current value?
No, it's based on current value, it's not after improved value.
Okay. Do you offer home improvement loans that will do that on more of a traditional basis?
David?
We offer home improvement.
Yeah.
Go ahead, David.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yes, we do. So we have your FHA 203K program, which is the FHA program, using the after improved value. Then we have a choice renovation, which is a Freddie program. And then we have a home style renovation, which is a Fannie Mae program. On USDA as well, we do renovation programs.
Right. And also, don't we on USDA and VA, don't we offer complete one-time close, ground up construction?
Yes, so we do have on FHA one-time close for manufactured homes. We have for VA as well, manufactured homes. And then for USDA, we do stick built as well as manufactured home one-time close.
Right. So literally a construction loan. Like you have a piece of land, you have the permits, and we'll finance the whole thing. Right, David?
That is correct.
Okay. Excellent.
Perfect. That was a perfect answer. Thank you, David. Well, we are, our time is up. Pavan, David, Jennifer, thank you very much. Does anybody have any last comments they'd like to make in our last 1 minute? All right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys being here. We hope you enjoyed it. We will be reposting this, and we will send you out. All the attendees will receive an email with a link to the repost. So if you want to go back, if you joined us late, if you want to go back and maybe further some of those questions, if there's questions that did not get answered, a great place, angelai.com. Head over there. I'm sure it'll be able to answer any questions that did not get answered for you. So thank you very much. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Thank you. Cheers.